Hey everybody, welcome back to Fyr's Frontier, and as you may already be able to see, we're flying. So I did get some unbreaking and mending on these wings, so we can finally use these wings as we fly around our area and take a look at everything that's been going on around here. You can sort of see the progress we're making right here, which I'm really liking from up here. We're making a lot of progress on this island, and this mountain. I can show you guys a lot of what's going on here. So I took your guys' suggestions from last episode, and I added some andesite around here. I agree. I think it looks pretty good. I think it was a pretty smart move. I still want to add in probably some cracked stone brick here. I don't have, well, I actually probably have some down in that house over there, this little mini tower thing. Probably have some cracked stone brick in here, but I'm thinking some cracked stone brick would be pretty cool to add there. And finishing up with some andesite. It's a pretty good move. Thank you guys for your suggestion. It definitely does work pretty well. I didn't think it would, but it does work pretty well. So thank you for that suggestion. And thank you guys for all the comments last episode as well. I appreciate y'all telling me some of your resolutions and some of your goals as well. If you haven't already, feel free to leave them in today's episode or go back and watch the last episode if you haven't seen it already. Because we talked about our resolutions for the year, and I think that they're pretty achievable. I mentioned it in the previous episode. I feel like that they're pretty achievable. Yeah, it looks pretty good. But we'll see what happens this year, and I have some ideas for videos that I think you guys are really gonna like this year. Some ideas for possibly a new series or two. But really, I want this year to really be focused on this Fyr's Frontier area with everything that's going on around here. In this main base area and all the farms and all those types of things that we have to do in this area. But guys, since last episode, I have also gathered some glass. Well, not glass. I gathered some sand. I've been gathering glass as well. I've been gathering ink sacs as well because I think I mentioned it last episode, but I do want to add some black concrete around our end portal. Actually, I'm actually out of ink sacs, and I have to go probably grab some more because I don't think I have any up here. I've been trying to work a lot on the end portal room in between episodes. We haven't gotten a whole lot done, to be honest, but I want to focus on that today. I think that today's the day to get that done. I have some ideas for the giant portal. I think we're gonna leave it the size that it is. Seems that people are pretty impressed with the size of these portals, and I want to continue this giant portal theme as we go along. So yeah, that's focus for today. Hopefully you guys will enjoy today's episode. I want to get some more stuff together, guys. I have some sand, obviously, and I need to get some gravel to make some concrete. I need to get more ink sacs, so we have a lot more to work with, a lot more black concrete, and I'll meet you guys over at the end portal room when I have made some progress. So I did some work and I tried letting out a bit of a pathway over here at the end portal area, and I sort of lined out, I guess, or started lining out the portal as well. It's hilarious looking at where I'm standing right now versus how big this portal is versus the end portal. It's actually hilarious, and I think that's going to be a lot of the charm of this area once we get some like archways and stuff. I'm probably going to push this back wall back a little bit. I may add some sort of bigger decoration back here as well. I have a few ideas in my head if I can figure out how to do them. But as you can see, I've sort of started with a bit of an outline, and this is going to be a double layered portal right here. So we're going to have, well, I guess technically a triple layer. The portal is going to be one layer. The end stone, I'm going to add probably in some end stone brick. For instance, we'll kind of just mix it in here and there in some places. And then the third layer is going to be this concrete and black concrete. And I was thinking for these, we're going to start out with a bit of concrete, and then we'll replace it with some concrete powder as we go. But I was thinking of doing a bit of an outline like this, perhaps, around it. And then we would shape the room around that. So in these areas, if I can get some stone, most likely, just for now, it'll probably be black concrete whenever. Well, actually, no, we can use black concrete for it. Essentially, the stone will just go out like this. We'll kind of curve the room this way, I think, because we don't need these areas back here. Also, these pigmen are really in the way. I think it'd be pretty easy to then just add some curves to the area around here. Yeah, and sort of like mesh it into the wall here, I think would be super cool once we get to it. So something like this, something like that. And if we look at this corner, something like this that just sort of meshes into the wall on this side. The side wall, I'm still thinking that we're going to do a similar pattern as what we have here, with some end stone in the middle and then some black concrete surrounding it or mixed in with it. Not entirely certain yet for that. We could just do just a regular concrete and black concrete pattern, but I have yet to decide what I want to do with that. And also down below here in the floor below, we're going to have to clear all of this out. I have an idea as to what we're going to put down here. I was thinking lava, but we might just do a bit of a dark hole, maybe a gaping black hole sort of thing, to make it completely dark, and that way the only lighting that comes from here would be, I would assume, from this end portal and then from this portal over here, because I don't actually think we need much lighting outside of that. I mean, I don't know if any other mobs are actually going to spawn, so we'll have to check into that as we go along. But guys, I have some work to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on this portal around here, see what I can do in terms of a pattern along the outside here, mesh it in with the walls, add a bit of some texture around here, and get this portal going along so we can get going with the rest of this room. So let me go ahead, guys, and get some progress done, and I'll be back with some progress in just a moment. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's coming along. Other than the Skelly, please stay away, buddy. Please stay away. I added the top parts here, guys, and the idea for the portal is to have this sort of portal ring around. I'm still going to take that up all the way up to the ceiling. That's still what I want to do there. On the sides here, though, I've done something a little bit different. So over here, I'm thinking we're going to have some pillars and some archways right here coming up here. But I want most of this to still be like the black concrete. I have these little piles under here that should go all the way up to the ceiling, but still have the archways come up and through here. But one thing I have done, guys, is I realized that my plans for underneath of the end portal were not going the way I had originally thought. And I realized, and by the way, I dug out a ton of the black stained glass that I put underneath of the end portal because I realized it was actually going to be in the way. But even though we still have other things to dig out as well, I realized that what I actually wanted to do underneath of here and the plan for the black glass was, you see these side bits over here? You see these little clumps of black concrete and black concrete powder? We're going to take these and we're going to continue them all the way down such that, and even over here, it's almost like a bowl shape that's going to go underneath of this end portal right here, and underneath of all this glass, so you can see all the way down, and underneath of here, we're going to have a sort of bowl shape instead of the lava design like I had originally thought of down there. Because that was my original thought, and I remember seeing that. I think it was on Hermitcraft, where I originally saw that, or something very, very similar to that. So I think we're going to do that down there, and then above on the ceiling, I want to do something kind of similar, but I think I want to have some, what do you call them? The end rods. That's what they are. I think I want to have end rods hanging from the ceiling. I think it's going to look really cool, but it's going to take a lot more work, guys. So this is all the progress I've made so far, but we still need to put in these pillars. We need to continue with the black concrete going all the way around, and we need to start digging out and shaping underneath of the end portal right here. So guys, let me make some massive progress. We have a lot left to do, and I don't want this to go on for too long. I want to get to the interesting part of today's episode, which is closer to the final product. So like I said, let me go ahead and get back to work, and I will see you all with another progress update in just a moment. A few hours later, and this is the progress we've made thus far. I've gotten most of the ceiling in. I've put in all of the black concrete. We might mix in some concrete powder in the sides and in the back here and all that. But doesn't this look pretty cool with the huge portal? I mean, the portal dwarfs this little portal, but that's kind of the whole idea behind it. Obviously, I still need to texture this. I'm thinking about texturing the sides here as well. I think, connect these sides up right here. And I have these pillars and these archways in the middle. This is the sort of archway I was originally thinking of when I first made up this area. So I don't know if we want to have some sort of things, some concrete dripping down from here with some end rods coming from that as well. But that's sort of what I was thinking. Some having some end rods and some concrete powder mixed into here. And then down below here, that's the rest of what I still need to do. Is dig out this area, and essentially all we're going to do, and I can sort of show you guys, is underneath of here we'll start sort of do something like this, just sort of start making our way down, clearing out some glass as we do it. Do that and that, and then from here just sort of make, you know, some black concrete right there, cover this over with glass, give it that foggy feel. Same goes for here as well. Uh-oh. So to start making our way down right here. Like so. And if I keep on going, just continue to take out this glass right here and slowly slope everything down until probably around, I'm guessing here-ish. We'll dig out a few blocks down, maybe it's about right there. And that'll be our bottom. And I'm thinking at the bottom is where we're going to have our dragon egg. Just have it sort of sitting there with some lights around it and stuff to sort of highlight it. So I think that'll be pretty easy though. Pretty easy to do once we get most of this stuff going. I need to dig out a bunch of this area and get this bottom portion in. And then we just have texturing really. It's a lot of texturing that needs to be done around here. Adding some lights and stuff. I gotta find some end rods. I don't think we actually have any end rods anywhere. But adding some end rods as lighting would be pretty cool. Lava, as much as that would have been awesome, I think would have been a bit too much, and I think end rods definitely fit the area more and give this the sort of dark feel that I very much want. I'm still debating as well with these archways whether or not I actually want to have these archways or not, or if I just want to make them concrete or something, because they're pretty bright and I don't know if I want it that bright around here. But we'll see as I clear out this area and start finishing off this under portion, if that is too much or if that is something that we can stick around here. If you guys have a suggestion, let me know, or if you guys have a preference, let me know down in the comments below. I would always like to hear your feedback as per usual. But let me go back to getting some progress done, guys. That was the progress update for, I don't know, I've been working on this for a few hours now. And we still have a little bit more progress left to go. So let me go ahead, guys, get back to making some progress. Hopefully we'll make some within the next hour or so, and I'll catch you guys back here in just a moment. I really wish we had like concrete slabs or something, because I want to put some slabs right here to sort of vary some textures here. But guys, I did it. I did the bottom side here. I filled all this in with glass. I think it looks all right. I really wish we had connected textures for all this glass, because if we did, it would look a lot better, I think, than this. It's just the texture pack really that isn't making it look too great. I might switch this off. Actually, let's switch this off and see what it looks like. That's not bad. I guess if this was clear glass that was connected textures, it would look a little bit better, but that's actually not bad without the clear glass texture pack on and having it all as connected textures. So I quite like that. I thought about getting rid of all this glass actually and just having it just black all the way down. And the problem with that was mob spawning, and I didn't know any other way of doing it other than with lights and stuff. So I kind of like having that down there. I want to add in some end rods, like I said earlier, up there, but that's not what we're going to be doing next, guys, because those are more fine details I want to work on whenever I have a little bit more time, or actually towards the end of today's episode. But over here is what we're going to deal with next. And what I was thinking is we need a place to put the dragon egg. Obviously I could put it down here, but it would ruin the whole glass effect of it, because it would see that there's a place down there without any glass. So I was thinking if we did this, right, we'd have to move the black concrete a little bit back. We'd probably have to put a row of concrete as well right here, more than likely. Do something like that. And sort of build this up around here, almost like we did with that portal, except with a little bit of a smaller circle in the middle to put the dragon egg. I think that would be a really cool place to put the dragon egg, and I think it'd be a very, very cool little centerpiece. So as soon as you walk into here, you would walk out of the portal, you'd walk right up to here, and you would see the dragon egg right there. So it'd be about center, I think. It would incorporate this stuff, which, by the way, I still have to finish texturing. I've been texturing with both the end stone brick and the end stone. Which I'll finish doing that in just a minute. But yeah, I think having this back portion right here, because it is empty, and put the dragon egg there, maybe a dragon head as well, would be really, really cool. And I think would add, well, it would fill up the back space, and it would make it not look so boring. Because this looks really, really boring right now. I think we still need to add in all this black concrete powder as well over here, because I think that's going to make things look a little bit better. Not down here, though. I quite like how that looks. But guys, I got some more work to do, so let me go ahead and get that work done. There's not a whole lot left to do. It's just a lot of grindy work, so I'm not going to show it on camera. So when I come back, guys, we should have this whole back portion done. Maybe just a few more details to do before we end off this portal room. And this room is done. I did all the details up here. I added all these lights, added these end rods. I really honestly don't like how the end rods are down here, but we do have to have these end rods down here because mobs can spawn on the concrete. And I decided, as you can see after doing all this texturing, that I really do like the texturing and all the concrete powder. But this is probably my favorite part of what I've done. So what I tried to do here is make this in the shape of an egg, because we're going to put our dragon egg inside of there. And I didn't texture the inside because I wanted the inside to stand out a little bit from the rest of the stuff, and so we can place his dragon egg in here. I have the dragon egg on me right here, and we are simply going to place it right there. Easy peasy, not hard to find. And on the bottom here, I decided to add a sign. We're going to say that we're going to write down the day that we defeated it, which was 10/20/18. Yes, it's 10/20/18, not 20/10/18. All right, the rest of the world, you guys are wrong. America's right. Obviously, you know, there's definitely no other way to do that. Definitely not. And there we go. Yeah, it was October 20th, 2018. I went back and looked at the date of the video when the video was posted. Obviously, it was a little bit before then because of how recording works, but I go by the date of the video because I think that makes the most sense for you guys. So yeah, this room is basically done. I really do like the texturing. It's kind of been something I've had to get used to because I did like the all black, but at the end of the day, I think it's going to look the best around here. So we do have to take these chests out. I will work on this off camera and stuff. But this place is done, guys. It is, well, apart from this backside. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm going to have to work on that backside. That'll just be adding some black concrete. And I might texture it. I might not. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, this place is pretty much done. So that's actually where I'm going to end off today's episode. But before we actually completely end off today's episode, we do have the comment for today to go and sort out, and I'll talk to you guys about it. So without further ado, let's head back to the base, grab that comment of the day, and end off today's episode. So we actually did have a comment for last episode. I didn't put one in the episode, so we're going to do two today. So the first one we're going to do is from episode number 12, and it's from Ninja Sword, who said, maybe some andesite in the pathway. Yep, definitely. I got several of these comments, and I think it works pretty well. I think I talked about that last episode, but definitely agree with that. And the comment for today's episode from last episode is from Adrian, who said, I never have high hopes for the new year. My resolution is always be a better person for me and others, and honestly that works just fine. Hope your resolutions come true this year. This is what honestly, this is the thing that I thought I was going to get from most people, that they don't have resolutions, because most people don't make resolutions, but I do. And I do want to add one more resolution that I didn't put on the board, but this year I definitely want to find a much better balance between YouTube and Twitch. I've been pretty bad at that. Either I've been all in on YouTube or all in on Twitch throughout most of my content creation career, I guess is what you would call it. I definitely want to find a balance because I love both equally, and I think having an equal preference or an equal emphasis on both, I think would be beneficial moving forward. It's gonna be very difficult. It's very time consuming, but I think at the end of the day, that's really gonna help me out a lot. Both are gonna help. One's gonna help out the other, and vice versa. And it's just gonna be a lot of fun, I think, doing both of them. And I have unique projects for both of them, which actually some of you guys here on the YouTube channel might see some of my projects I've been working on stream very, very soon, because I do plan to do some tours of some of that stuff. That way you guys aren't missing out too much on all the other things that I do, because I do a lot of things outside of YouTube that you guys don't see here. So I definitely want to show it with you guys and show you guys the kind of things I've been doing and the improvements I've made on building, especially in the past year or so. It's been quite an adventure and quite a growing period for building for me. So even compared to this, I feel like some of the builds I have outside of this world are pretty dang good. So I'm really excited to show you guys that very, very soon. But guys, that is going to wrap up the episode for today. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Fyr's Frontier. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or are not already subscribed. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.